B.
Are you doing B? You're doing B and C, Marley. B, Marley, you're doing B and C.
B.
Yes, B and C.
I grew up in Manchester. We grew up together. Our students are growing up in the country.
So you see now there's 3 ways to say grow up. I grew up, we've grown up, and our children are growing up, present tense. So Anna's going to do 2, A and B. I mean Jenny.
My friends been
Yes.
he
Read for me first. Read for me first in the black. Spend one's childhood. Spend.
My friend spent his childhood in Worcestershire. Where did you spend your childhood?
Yeah. So the word next to 2 was spend one's childhood. My friend spent his childhood in Worcestershire. Where did you spend your childhood? I spent my childhood in a beach town called Fishhook in Cape Town, South Africa. That's where I spent my childhood. Okay. So Suki will do 3, the words next to 3, and A, B, and C, please.
Building. They built a new house. They are building a new house up the road. Are they building any new houses this year?
Okay, so Chanta is 4.
Be built, have been built. Those houses were built last year. Or those houses have been built in the last 10 years. When were those houses built?
Right. So let me just go over this. This is a different form of the word built. I built the house today, I built it yesterday. And those houses have been built. Those houses were built last year. All those houses have been built. And when were those houses built? I think it's got...
Moving. A young married couple moved in next door. Where is they moving? You moved in yesterday, didn't you? They moving in today.
Okay, so now we have buy. The different forms of buy. A.
Who bought that house? If you buy that house, your parents live with you. If he buys that house, his parents live with him.
Yes. I think in Asia it's much more common for parents to live with their children, is it not? In Asia, like in Hong Kong and Thailand, parents will live with their children. Is that correct?
Yes.
In China, in Vietnam, and I think it's happening more in the United States as well. Normally, children move away from their parents because of work. The kind of work they have sometimes takes them to other cities, but more and more, because there's many homes, large homes for elderly people to live. Sometimes they get something called I can't think of the word. Amnesia, or they forget. I can't think of the word. Just cannot think of it. They can't take care of themselves, and it's hard for the children to take care of themselves. So they live in a home where there are nurses, and they get their meals and help them take baths and So that's a little different. But sometimes if the parents are able to take care of themselves, they will either move in with their family or they'll have a separate place on the property. So that's how it's, but it's always been true of Asia where the parents move in with the children. And I think that's good. Okay, so where were we? Who last read?
We all know Shed.
Okay.
We all know
Each other.
is another
Okay.
Fairly well?
fairly well.
Means not so well, but fairly well.
Do they know is another very well? This they know is another last year. We know
New. New.
we
New.
knew is another year ago in Manchester.
Okay, so do you understand all that? Anything you don't understand? Do we all,
Friend.
pardon?
Fairly well.
Family.
Fairly well. Yeah.
It's not very well.
Yeah. If you have a friend from your childhood, you know that person very well. But if you meet somebody later in life, you haven't known each other so long, you know each other fairly well. Not so well, fairly well.
Fairly
Yeah? So, no, it's Sukfi, isn't it? 8.
There have been
Mm-hmm.
many changes in the last 20 years.
Uh-huh.
There has been a change in John in the last few days. Have there been many changes here in the last 5 years?
Do you understand all that?
Yes.
I would say that Bangkok, there have been many changes in the last 20 years since I was in Bangkok. So there's different forms, past, present, mostly it's past, present, but there's also future. Okay, so I think it was now Chanta. Say it again. Chanta. Chantra.
His
Okay.
name so difficult. Remember.
You what?
His name so difficult. Remember. Chantra.
Chantra.
So difficult call it.
Chantra. Okay, Chantra's turn. Next page, number 1.
Where did you go to school? Where did she go to school? Where did he go to school? Where did Peter and John go to school? Where did they go to school?
Yeah, so the word is did. Where did? Okay?
Where did?
Yeah. So next one, Mr.
Where did he?
Cott.
I grew up in Manchester.
United.
I grew up in Princeton.
Brighton.
Right.
Brighton.
Princeton มาจากไหน
I grew up in Hull.
Hull.
Hull. I grew up in New Zealand.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
You know where New Zealand is?
New Zealand
Do you know where?
New Zealand is
is country Zealand, right?
near Asia.
Near Australia.
Or near
Australia.
Yeah.
Near Asia.
New Zealand is here. Here's Australia. Here's New Zealand.
New
It's
Zealand.
supposed to be a nice country.
Near Asia is it?
Pardon?
Near Asia.
Yeah, they're kind of near Asia, but here's Asia. Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, Brunei. Brunei's got a king.
Brunei.
And Switzerland is up here.
Switzerland, New Zealand.
Austria, Czechoslovakia, Germany. Where is Switzerland? Austria? I can't see it. It's in here some. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Switzerland is close to France, actually. Yeah. Switzerland's a beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful country.
Beautiful country. Marley, I think you were number 3.
My
So let me just interrupt you a minute. I grew up in Manchester, I grew up in Brighton, and I grew up in Hull. Those are all in England. But New Zealand is another country. Okay?
My first his childhood in Worcestershire. My face spent his early childhood in Worcestershire. My face spent his early years in Worcestershire. My face spent his early life in Worcestershire.
Yeah. And then it's Anna, Jenny.
He lived in Worcester.
Worcester.
Yeah. it's-
Worcester until he was 17. He lived in
Devonshire? Devonshire?
He lived in Devonshire until he was 17. He lived in
Yorkshire?
Yorkshire until he was 17. He lived in
Northumberland.
Northumberland until he was 17.
Yeah, all of those places are in England. So, Sophie?
There have been a lot of changes here in the last 20 years. There have been a lot of developments here in the last 20 years. There have been a lot of improvements here in the last 20 years.
Yeah, that is very true, I would say. Big buildings,